What is up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back with another read. Okay, honey, period, guys. So this is the beginning. This is the very first episode of Mommy and Me Tarot Readings. Yes, we will have a joint page together eventually. But this is going to be the first. Look at her. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, we are taking personal readings. You guys could cash app us at money_caprice_cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. So obviously she's showing y'all her cards. This is going to be a Mommy and Me Tarot reading. I will be reading for children. I will be reading for your child if you want to know what your child is what's going on with your child that maybe you don't know. We have the Cancer card at the bottom of the deck, which is the mother. It says the doula. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely going to be some of the mother's energy as well, but I feel like mainly this is a message for the children. Okay, it is 1:20 on my stove. Thank you, Ascended Masters, and it is 6:51 equals 66 on my phone. Thank you, Ascended Masters. And I got 19 battery percent, okay? So, period. Feel free to look up any angel numbers mentioned in this video. Alright, to all my single mommies and single fathers out there, she wants to watch TV, but no. We are going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so do it like mommy, okay? Okay. So, Spirit Guides, Ascended Masters, so family, twin flame family, please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to... Good job! To all the single mommies and all the single parents. What do they need to know about their children at this time? For the week, I'll do these once a week. For the week of the 15th through the 21st. Spirit Guides, Ascended Masters, so family, twin flame family, please be here with me at this time, helping me receive the message to deliver to my single parents. Third eye is opening. I feel like a lot of your children are experiencing ascension symptoms. So just let me give you all a quick channeling really quick. My daughter just turned 3, and y'all can hear by the way that she talks that she speaks a lot of baby talk. She speaks a mixture of baby talk and English.
Whoa, tell her.
But yeah, so she her language, and her dad thinks that she doesn't speak adequately enough. And sometimes, I do teach her and try to tell her, like, use your words and stuff like that. But tonight, while we were eating dinner, we watched the episode of Roly Poly Oly. If you guys didn't know, it is a cartoon from the 90s. I have her watch, like, Franklin and all my old school TV shows because they had lessons in them, and they were a little bit more informative than the shows now. So we were watching Roly Poly Oly, and they had an episode where Zoe was talking baby talk, and they really wanted her to, like, learn new words, like, they were pretty much trying to teach her how to speak English. And they was like, well, instead of teaching her our language, why don't we try to understand her better? 333, thank you, Ascended Masters. So I feel like the whole reason why that came up was because we have to stand up for our children. We have to be honest with the fact that they know who they are, and that even if they're not talking as quickly as we would like, or even if they're not developing necessarily as quickly as we would like, there is a sense of, like, leaves following them, right? There is a sense of, like, spiritual guidance. Okay, give me another card. I feel like we just pretty much got to be there for them. Like, we have to make sure that even while we're teaching them, we're also being understanding of their journey, of what's going on with them spiritually. And then that's Olaf, so that's kind of something that was created, like a figment of imagination. So she probably has an imaginary friend. And then my phone just lit up, and then 654 equals 69, which breaks down to the number 6, which is all about children and balance and childhood. So maybe you as the parent, 433, thank you, Ascended Masters, had imaginary friends as a kid or something like that, and you're noticing a lot about yourself and your child. 444, thank you, Ascended Masters. Also with the 10th house here, I feel like your child has a career or has a purpose. Like, I feel like your child is going through something to better reach their purpose. It's kind of like whatever they're going through. You could have a 10-year-old son who is a Virgo, the alchemist here, I pretty much kind of feel like as the parent, you're trying to be the Virgo. You're trying to be the alchemist. You're trying to make sure that you're focusing on your child. If your child is famous, I feel like they don't really like the limelight like that, or they're struggling with it because they have like social issues or something like that. I'll take these two. Yeah, with the man card here, this is kind of like maybe they have father issues with their father. This could also just be the men in their life. Maybe they don't have a good father figure. She gave me this card in reverse. This is kind of like a smirk or happiness. So maybe your child isn't that happy, or maybe they're going through something because they miss their father. You know, this is somebody turning their back on something, but it's like they have to. Their spirit guides, the leaves, are guiding them to leave something behind. So this could be leaving, for my daughter specifically, it is her leaving her daycare and going to preschool. She is going to K3 next week. So for her, I feel like there is a turn of events, because you know her back is turned. And then she's showing me, y'all, the horse, the frozen horse. It's frozen and it's a horse, which symbolizes freedom. This is maybe she felt constricted in her daycare. Maybe she didn't like her daycare. Maybe your child is 10 and he doesn't like his school. Maybe he's about to go into middle school or high school or whatever it is. But I kind of feel like there's a sense of like, look at this horse. Mystique, like I feel like this horse knows she bad. Like, this is kind of like, your child is still young, so I feel like they still have a very good connection with God. They already know that they have a purpose, you know. And then with Olaf here, I feel like, and then the head is off the body. So I feel like this is somebody literally going through ascension symptoms. Head off the body. Like, I feel like, I got my head up in the clouds, got me feeling like I'm floating, yeah. So I feel like your head, your son, your kid, I almost say head of the household. Your kid is just like, their head is just in the clouds because they're in the spiritual realm. They're kind of focused on what the messages that God is sending them. If they don't really got friends like that, that's why. I feel like your child is definitely an empath, and they are meant to have an impact, because that's what I almost said. They're supposed to give love to this world. How do you do?
I see it.
Yeah, so you got the healing cry. I feel like you have to heal your child through love, you know. And I don't even mean like, I don't feel like I need to heal my daughter from too much in this world right now, but you know, she has been through things in her childhood. She has seen me and her dad fight. You know, there is trauma that she has, that I know she has, you know. So I feel like I need to nurture her, and I need to heal her with love and with abundance and care and prosperity and health and wealth and affirmations. Like, you know, I need to be speaking that over her and putting that into her mindset, so that she goes forward knowing that she is not a product of her environment. She is not a product of what she has seen. You know, she is able to learn lessons and learn from the things that she has seen, instead of, you know, me teaching her to have a victim mentality, right? All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get a couple more messages. All right, so you are your child's greatest teacher, right? This is you, like, allowing your child to be who they are, but also kind of like allowing yourself to be who you are as a mother. Not being afraid to show them your authentic self, and leading by example. Meaning, if you want them to stop yelling and telling you no, then maybe you should stop yelling at them and telling them no. You know, one thing that she's been rebelling about me against is when I tell her something, or she can't have another cupcake. We just had this conversation right now after dinner. She asked for another cupcake. I told her no. And she was like, why not? And I'm like, girl, because I said so. And then I looked at the clock, you know, and I don't remember what number I saw, but I saw synchronicity. And I'm just like, you know, it's not because I said so. It's literally because you had 3 cupcakes today. You know, I had to explain to her and be patient with her in that moment. So I feel like your kid could be a talker. They talk over themselves, or, you know, whatever. I feel like if you got a kid, have them watch this video with you and see how they interact, or what they say to what she's doing, because I'm completely not even paying attention. But I know she got her whole own tarot reading going on over there. I love you. I love you. I like your stickers, baby. Okay. So with the seer at the bottom of the deck, your child sees things. Your child is seeing spirits. Your child is like very aware of some stuff. I just heard aware that they're being hunted. Got the spirit fox in reverse. Trust your talents in changing times. So maybe a family is going through a divorce, or there's a new relationship budding up with this love card here. Maybe your child is trying to adjust to this new relationship, to this new fame, to your new lifestyle. As their parent is manifesting abundance, the child is getting abundance too, right? So this is somebody adapted to a new way of being with the fire garden. This is like you allowing your child to be passionate about stuff, allowing them to open up, allowing them to do what it is that they want to do, even if it's painting on the house. You know, teaching them discipline, but also allowing them like freedom of expression. You got the Lord here. This is the mate to the lady. So this would be the emperor. So this could be a father. Remember earlier I said this is about, they could be sad about their father. Take charge with authority. I feel like maybe like the father hasn't really taken charge in this child's life. Like maybe the child knows that the mother has stability, and 11:11, thank you to the masters, like routine and stuff like that. And then when they go for their dad's house, maybe they up all night, or maybe they're not eating the right foods. You know, maybe they're not eating healthy foods, or you know, maybe the man got a new girlfriend. I almost said boyfriend. So that could be a change. Somebody could be finding out that their father is homosexual, 33, thank you in the masters, or that their mom is homosexual. My phone just lit up at 7:01. Nice content. Keep it up. Would you like to be friends? Is that like, are those spam accounts? Because I'm so confused. Like, I don't understand. But anyway, y'all. Yeah, so I feel like this is like maybe your child wanting the father figure to take more authority, like to be more of a father than a friend. Like if the father is always wanting to play around and stuff, it's kind of like, nigga, step up to the responsibility, step up to the plate, and do what it is that you have to do to be here for our child. Broken arrow with the Mother Earth. You know, this is kind of like, don't allow your child's path to be broken because of what happened during your pregnancy, through who you chose to get pregnant by. You know, I feel like be kind to yourself, because you have transformed from, you know, if you are a person who didn't know who your child's father was, or you're not with you know, him anymore, this is the earth comforting you, letting you know that your arrow hasn't been broken. You are going in the right direction. Embrace the energy of peace. What was once broken is now being put back together. You know? So maybe you were just meant to be with this person, your baby daddy, just for your baby. You know? She wanted to come out twice. The Shield Maiden, the Peacekeeper, and Father Sky at the bottom of the deck. My daughter's name is Sky. And then Druid, hold space. So this is you no longer holding space. Like I just said, transformation with the butterflies in her crown right here. And then the Gemini card popped out, which is the butterfly card. This is all about transformation, transforming your energy of how you see things. Like this is making things peaceful between your father, your baby's father, and yourself. You know, making things peaceful between the new girlfriend, the one who's shielded, you know, and you. You know, this is you talking to your child about what not to accept when they go over people's house, what is not allowed. Don't allow nobody to touch your pee-pee. You know how to wipe your own pee-pee. This is you, like, literally drilling your kids. Like, telling them, like, I'm a peacekeeper. Like, y'all need to stop fighting. Y'all getting on my damn nerves. I also feel like this is kind of like sibling rivalry and sibling jealousy. So be mindful that you're not picking favorites, or you're going down one person's throat and not as much as the other, because I feel like you're creating rifts and not being the peacekeeper. You know, be mindful of picking favorites or picking sides. Make sure that you hear both of the sides from your children. You know, and then I'm hearing like sheep and cattle. Like I feel like this is, I'm hearing, she said she loved me. I told her to fall in line. Made a couple into Ron. So I don't. It's called, I know somebody can pay their car note. Like I feel like it's a sense of kind of like wanting to come together for the kids, like wanting to shield, you know, the plans and the life that you have for your child. Because even if, you know, things didn't work out as far as you wanted them to be in a family with a mother and a father who was the same, it's kind of like maybe you're manifesting better. Maybe you're manifesting something more. What is the story that you want to tell your child? when they get older and are able to understand the story of their parents. You know, you want to be able to tell them, like, look, we made you out of love. You know, we still kick it. We still all come to the family function. This is coming together as a family with your new relationship, your baby daddy. If you're coming out as bisexual or gay or whatever, I feel like y'all are going to be one big happy family. And this is you not being hard on yourself about breaking generational curses. Like, you're breaking them, sis, but maybe it don't look like it to you because you are a single mom, or because right now you can't see that your child is going to have a stepfather and that they're never going to be touched, and that, you know, the bullying that happens in school is a part of their journey, and all little things like that. I feel like all of those things are kind of like fearful for you that you have gone off the path, or that you are doing something correctly. I feel like it's not true, sis, with the arrow. First you got the broken arrow, then you got the other arrow. So I feel like this is whatever has been broken will be put back together again. And it kind of looks like a cross. This is like a spiritual connection between spirituality and I just heard duality, but spirituality and the physical realm. You know, this is like not dividing, but intertwining both groups, right? And then you got the white witch. I feel like the reason why your child is so blessed is because they're being taught by the purest witch, the purest kind of witch. A good witch, a witch of good love and light. Definitely check out the Libra reading that I just posted. It said you have an owl in your closet. I'm going to rewatch that for you. But I definitely feel like your child has a spiritual guide, an ancestor, or something like that that is around them, that is opening up doors for them, that is ushering them into preschool, that is walking with them through the hallways of them being bullied. Nothing is happening to your child that you don't know, is what I'm hearing. You might feel like you don't know something because maybe their energy is low, or they look drained, or they're acting weird or something. Understand, your child has not learned how to hone their powers, how to control their powers. You know, so if they're taking on energy of other people at daycare or at school, maybe they're just bringing it home with them, and it's not even theirs. But that's when being a parent and being that white witch comes in, where you have to know, and this is like a moth. It looks like a butterfly, but it's a moth, right? They're attracted to light, and after a while, they become dust. They die. You know? And I feel like that's so symbolic, because death is one of the things that is promised in this world. Death, dying, new beginnings, birth, rebirth. You know, giving your light so much, taking in so much light to the point where you are disintegrating. To the point where like, you done. You've given all the light that you can give. You've taken all the light that you can receive from God. Like, now you're done. I feel like that's what's happening. Somebody is realizing, like, this is really our last lifetime. Like, we are done here with the traveler. We're traveling home. We're moving in a new direction towards ascension. With the spirit fox, trusting your talents and changing times. Like, we saw that twice now. So this is trusting the fact that, like, if your child not talking or walking at 10 months, and you know, they not flourishing in daycare, or, you know, look at different options other than, oh, my child has autism, or they're slow, or they have ADD or ADHD, or they need to be on medications, they have anxieties, they have behavioral disorders. Like, cut the labels. Like, that's what we finna do. It's a sense of knowing who your child is, knowing the mother that you are, and knowing that you're doing a bomb-ass job. Believing in yourself enough, believing in your healing process to know that you are doing the absolute best that you can. The absolute best that you can. Like, shield yourself from adversities. Like, shield yourself from negative thoughts and feelings of inadequacy. You are adequate enough. Like, you more than worthy of raising a beautiful child with a beautiful journey, with a beautiful mission. You know, you are your child's greatest teacher. Believe in yourself, and they will believe in themselves. Be gentle with yourself at the bottom of the deck. Passion and purpose. Didn't I just say you raising a child with a beautiful mission and a beautiful purpose? Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that is near and dear to your heart. Meanwhile, this over here says trust your talents in changing times. So as we move into a recession, understand, look at that rainbow, God's promise to you, sis. Understand. This has been promised to you and your child. This legacy has been given to you, has been passed down to you. It is yours. It is yours. right? This is a sense of like, we are in a recession. We are in a time where parents aren't loving on their children, where children aren't loving on their parents, aren't open with their parents, are living their lives, are having sex earlier, are doing drugs earlier, are killing themselves earlier, are hurting out here in these streets and being put out of homes and all kind of stuff. Like, we are in a recession, sis, and I don't even just mean a job recession. I mean like a recession in spirituality, growth, ascension, love, abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. All of it is receding. Like, hairline the fuck back. Like, hello. Okay, then the last story we're going to take, because it's time for her to go ahead and get into it. We have healthy communication in relationships. This is knowing how to talk to your child, knowing how to interact with them, not whooping their ass every 2 minutes, but actually like being able to discuss with them why they're in trouble or why they're being yelled at or why they are being reprimanded. You know, heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive, you know, be stern with your child. If you aren't whooping them or if that's your form of discipline, be stern. And be consistent, you know. With her, I'm not letting her sleep in my bed anymore. And at first, I would just give in and be like, I'm tired of keep getting up. You can come sleep. But then I had to be stern and consistent with the fact that, hey, I believe in you. I know you can sleep in your bed. You're going to sleep in your bed like a big girl, right? You see that sternness got her quiet. But yeah, as you continue to learn how to be healthy with your children, you learn how to be healthy with other relationships, with boyfriend, girlfriend relationships, marriages, work relationships with people who you potentially want to communicate with as far as like business ventures and partnerships and endorsements and, you know, just people that you want to mix and mingle with, communicate with, who are in the spiritual community or are in whatever field that you're in. You know, connections are very important at this time. And your child's greatest teacher, but your child is also your greatest teacher. So it's important too, thank you, City Masters, to pay attention to them, to pay attention to the lessons that they teach you, you know. Progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't look at other mommies and be like, dang, like I shouldn't be yelling at my kid, or dang, like I hate the fact that I allowed myself to be a single mommy with her 2 thank yous and the masters, or, you know, damn, I hate the fact that she saw her daddy beat my ass, or I hate the fact that she's seen me fight him or be upset or be angry. It's kind of like I have to accept the fact that I'm never going to be perfect. Hold on, baby. Hold on, okay? Say, excuse me. Okay, you gotta wait. You gotta be patient, okay? You gotta be patient. You gotta wait. Okay. But yeah, don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you have come and all that you've learned. With me the other day, I really just sat down and was so proud of myself because the way that I responded to Kamaya being upset was so beautiful. You know, I was calm with her, and we had a bomb, beautiful day together. Like, we had spent the whole day together. You know, I was very patient with her. I was very kind. I didn't get irritated, and I didn't feel bored. And for me, I have a hard time with sometimes feeling bored with her, again, because she's only 3. And I don't always want to play pretend, and I don't always want to do that. Like, I'm a mom, you know, and sometimes I'm tired or exhausted or whatever. And I had a problem with being on my phone or like listening to podcasts and stuff like while I was playing with her, not giving her my full attention. Even like now, I'm doing this video, but this is going to be her career, so she's going to have to just get with it. And she's working too. She's over here playing with her cards. So, you know, once I realized that, like, dang, like a year ago I would have spanked her butt, or I would have yelled at her for like 20 minutes about pissing on herself or something like that. When I realized that, I was so proud of myself in that moment. I was just so happy, and I was so gracious that I hadn't put my hands on her, like I hadn't yelled at her, I hadn't diminished her self-confidence or her self-esteem or her self-respect, you know. And as a new mom, you do tend to do that. You do tend to be impatient. You don't really know that you're mad at yourself when you're lashing out at your child. And that was something that I had to learn, you know, as a parent, especially as a single mom, because I didn't have somebody with a different perspective. She's sitting here matching all the cards together, all the Olafs, which I said was the imaginary friends. Mind you, this is a matching card game, but she didn't know that. Like, I never told her that. But naturally, she just saw all the same cards and put them in a pile. Yeah, so this is kind of your children picking out people. Who's the good people that I should be around and who's the people that I don't want to be around. If your child doesn't have a lot of friends, that's not a bad thing. They're using their discernment, you know. They're using their better judgment. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first installment of Mommy and Me Tarot reading. If you did like this video, definitely leave a comment of your family, what your family looks like, an emoji of what your family looks like. Again, y'all, we are taking personal readings. You can cash us at Money Sign Caprice Cooks. You can also email and Apple Pay us at capricecooks@icloud.com, y'all, all right? We out of here. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.